which isn't what I said, which is probably
So
why it was a
anyway,
problem. Wait, hold on. I gotta
during
become.
quarantine.
Wait, I gotta make a choice. Am I a villain
Oh,
or a hero? I'm a hero. Get out of here. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm not a bad guy. I've never been a bad guy.
You are not the bad guy.
Ask that
Just
one
the
girl
bad
in
guy.
Georgia
You
though.
made
She
the
might say
right
something else.
choice.
We'll see.
Everybody
my
is the villain.
prescription
in
of
one
Valtrex
story.
ran out.
Didn't you try to
Um,
send them to the other side of the universe?
I
can I go now?
always think I'm saying something like stinging, and then you follow it up, and the look on my face was not. I'm sorry. I didn't think that's what you were gonna say. I didn't think you would say that. I couldn't have. I just couldn't have imagined that you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Look, all I do is feed off and reciprocate energies. So
God damn. Just
you
fuck.
said that. You said that into me.
I want to point out I didn't say anything about that though. Well, not then. Not then I didn't. I did earlier. But that was
This is now.
I did say that I did plan to make a whole video series where I would just petty twit her. This
I
might
think
be
we're
it.
The problem was that I joined the train and I'm petty to the max.
Worse. You're worse than me. Yeah. Oh man. It still bothers me. This game is dedicated to the loving memory of Poppy Rocket Elsie Keeling. Oh, Rocket. The sad part about it is a part of me still cares about her in some capacity. Because the idea of like her not ever being able to find somebody to care about her at all, like the way she needs, does kind of bum me out. Because I still like the bitch. It's just that I don't want to feel like shit forever. And I think as far as she was concerned, that was my lot in life. Like, make me feel good, but you just, I don't know what your plan is. I done found somebody to love me. I don't know who you gonna find to love you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, because at the end of the day, I ain't shit. I ain't never been shit. I ain't never gonna be shit.
So I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Something about
Feeling
pizza,
something
probably.
newsworthy's about
Was it
to
about
happen.
pizza? No, I think I was gonna say it before the pizza, but then I got I'm there. Good job, Mark. Yeah, it was about me eating hot things. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, during quarantine when I was jobless, one day Edward came out of his room and was like, "Man, I tried to apply for food stamps. They turned me down." And I looked at him and I went, "That's a good idea." And so I applied for food stamps and they were like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Thank you." And so that's when I had DiGiorno money. But it got to a point where, like, literally every week I was going shopping, I was buying 2 DiGiornos, and I was just like, okay, we can't live this way.
I don't know how I got that. Like fucking there it is. Like, is that? Wait.
I mean, DiGiornos are great, but they are not healthy.
Things are about to get a little wild.
Not healthy one bit. So now I only have DiGiornos if they're on sale because they are very expensive. It's like one DiGiorno is like $10. But sometimes Kroger will have a sale and they'll be like 2 for $13. And I'm like, let me think about it. let's go look at Red Baron, because I will have a Red Baron from time to time. And then let's look at Hot Pockets. Who's got the better sale going on? Because I'm frugal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not too frugal.
No, I'd argue he's frugal enough.
I have to be. I live alone.
That's fair.
And he got a drunkard helping pay the rent no more.
Yeah. I'm thinking about adopting.
Are you fucking serious?
Thinking about adopting an Asian.
That was the end of the sentence, wasn't it?
That I think so.
Okay.
Because I could ask questions, but I don't know if I want to.
Is it for the food stamp?
No, this is dude I know. He's I only call him half a friend, because he's a lot. But we live in the same complex, and he's friends with all of my other friends that I told you about. But he hates his apartment, and at one point he was actively trying to move in here, and I was like, I don't know if I want that. But now, after living alone for 6 months, I'm just like, I might want that. But I know his lease is up soon. But I'm just thinking, like, it could be a lot, because he stays up just as late as I do. But he also, like, he smokes.
Oh, that's another
and he drinks a lot, but not to excess. And
either it's a lot or it's not a lot. Which is it?
well, like, he drinks, but not Edwin drinks.
Yeah, but that motherfucker set the bar so high.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen him wasted.
Oh my god.
But from what I understand is recently he fell down a K-hole, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. But I know that he has the money to be able to pay rent. So, like, do I want to
don't
deal
know
with
if I
that?
can do this.
He went out on a date with this girl
When was the last
a
time?
couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he totaled his car while they were on the way to her place to bone.
Oh, she can fucking double jump. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And the car
I'm a
he
dude.
hit
Yeah.
was hers.
That's what's up. I couldn't, like, I double jumped. Like, I did. I jumped twice and, like, nothing happened. Like,
But they still boned.
I think you told me that story.
The other day, because he was supposed to go to Sushi Train with us, but he did not go to Sushi Train because he got some life-altering news. He found out he was autistic.
He ain't special.
And no, we were very, very confused because we've been telling him he's autistic for years. And we were just like, how are you the last one to know?
Jesus Christ.
Like, even he has made jokes about him being autistic. But he never thought he was autistic until he actually got tested and found out.
It's like every time it was just ending with JK, and there's no longer a JK.
Yeah, it absolutely wrecked him. Like, his questions were just like, I don't know how I'm gonna live.
The same way you can fucking
Like you have been.
Like, wait, is this like, whoa. Is he for real autistic? Like, did he really find out that?
He legit just got tested the other day and found out for real that he's autistic, even though We've been telling him for years he is autistic. And it shook him to his core.
Boy, did that fucking got me the other day when I sent you that meme of the motherfucker from like what was it, New York, said that they found like a Whataburger like just sitting in the middle of the ground, sitting in the middle of the road, and it shook them to their core. That fucking ruined me. When I tell you, I laughed about that for 5 minutes. Like just the idea of him being like, of like somebody seeing a Whataburger like a full sandwich.
Expect to see out in the wild.
Like, and he just like had to go somewhere and sit down and collect himself. That fucked me up. Like, I'm talking about, like, I laughed till I couldn't breathe, which ain't saying much.
Get to bust some heads, but even an intergalactic bounty hunting stud of a biker like me gotta pay bills.
Oh man, yeah, he had no idea how to comprehend
Them Justice Dweebs just got back to their stupid space tower.
that now
They're all like,
he's 29. He's about to turn 30.
Did he tell old girl that she might have the autistic?
where's our main man, Batman?
I don't look after he wrecked her car. I don't think they saw each other again.
But they had sex.
Big old bad dark side running the whole show.
Look, in the moment,
Those Justice
I'm just saying, like,
in
What?
the moments that he was strong.
after being duped by them Earth 3 crime syndicate
oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
fishy one.
You remember how I told you earlier I've peed during a cutscene?
Granny goodness is
No,
Oh, I did.
want-
And that sounds like a pretty
I don't
good
wanna.
place to hang out. Sipping milk.
Ugh.
I hate it here.
Bag is one straight up hard as nails, Granny. So them Justice
I mean, you say that like I ain't never took a shit with both of y'all on the phone before. Well, probably not Mark.
And you say Lobo.
But I have openly taken, like, I've been on the phone with you before, especially like when you were in college or, you know, whatever, and I have taken like a hot, steamy shit.
Yes, and we both know how much I enjoyed that.
You didn't know.
I could tell.
Yeah, that's weird. That's on you.
That's on you.
It didn't have to make sense, Mark. It just had to be said.
Oh. I'm gonna start my stream. Do you want to be invited to a party chat, or do you just want me to sound like a crazy person? 'Cause I'm okay with sounding like a crazy person.
You're gonna have, like, when I get finished recording, I don't have either. I don't have my earbuds on over here by my phone.
Happiness.
I don't have my earbuds over here.
Let's get out of here before she
Okay.
tries to knit us.
I
get
too
it.
do not have my earbuds, so I don't think I'll be able to join your stream.
But your bro does
you-
have the. But your bro does have the PlayStation app. He could be a part of the
Yeah.
stream.
You're good. But again, I'm okay with being.
Yeah, we're not.
crazy.
Like you're Mark. I can't stress to you enough. Neither one of us are tore up about it.
Oh no. How will I live?
Oh, did you just find out too?
It didn't need to be said. It didn't need to be said.
Today sucked, by the way. It was really cold.
Man, I didn't know what you
And
was about to say, but it didn't sound. The way it started didn't sound good. Which I
Never
suppose
does,
was
does
the
it?
point. All
But
right.
yeah, it was like in 20 fucking degree weather today. The market was. It was awful.
The swap, y'all down at the swap meet?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? How do those actually work? Do you
Well,
barter? Do
yeah.
you take like,
Motherfucker,
like
it's
things?
a literal swap meet.
Yeah. But it's like, okay, I have these friendship bracelets here, and you have that ham. How many friendship
The
bracelets
for the ham.
do I give you for that ham?
As much
And
as I
they're
would
like-
love to tell you that's what we do, no. But if you can do that with the other traders there, with the other people selling stuff, they will trade with you.
Okay.
But the people who come there to buy things, no.
Yeah, I'm just wondering,
I wish that we could get like 3 cows for a bracelet, but it's not happening.
You don't want a cow. The fuck?
You're right, I don't want a cow. I don't have room for it.
No, even if you did, you still wouldn't want it.
I don't know, something he could provide attention and care to,
Okay,
and
see, I didn't know you had that.
something that would stare at him.
Longingly.
I thought that's what wifey was for. The fuck? Does she not
I
stare?
was making
Does it not stare at you longingly? Does it see?
longingly. Let me think about it.
I mean, the cow ain't gonna stare longingly either.
And it can't. You
Not
can't
at
have
me
a.
anyway.
And you can't really have a
Unless I'm like
conversation with
in
it.
a ghillie suit.
That means he would be covered in grass for anybody wondering what the fuck that meant. And cows eat grass. That's the joke.
They do indeed eat grass.
Hey, just so you guys know, there's a country in Africa called Eritrea.
There's also a country in Africa named Djibouti. But you don't see me bragging about it.
Jesus Christ.
Was that not the brag?
No, I was just kind of pointing out that it's a thing.
Oh, okay.
First learned about Djibouti from Ted Venazzo.
Can you name 2 countries in the world, the only 2 countries in the world that have an X in their name?
Texas?
If you're from Texas, that's correct.
And South Texas.
Texas and South Texas. The 2 Texas.
This was a trivia question once, and I got one immediately, but we struggled to get the second one.
No, I mean I ain't going to sit here and pretend like I might know. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you know.
Do I?
You know. Mark, anything?
No.
Nope.
Sorry.
Okay, so the first one I got was Luxembourg.
Ah, I have heard of Luxembourg.
And we sat there. So the way it goes is like you get an entire song to answer 3 questions. And so you typically 3 minutes to answer 3 questions. And we sat there for practically the whole song trying to figure out what the other country in the world that has an X in its name is. And we're just like, what could it be? And like, because you just sitting there staring at each other trying to figure it out, just naming countries. And my partner was like, I don't know. And I was like, think about the South America, Peru, Argentina. And she's like, I don't know. It's freaking Mexico.
God damn.
Mexico.
Like, the announcer comes on and goes 30 seconds, and we're like, what is it? And she's just like, Mexico, and then she named another country after Mexico. And I was like, no, freaking Mexico.
Like the fact that you got Luxembourg first.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but I was prepared for it. I was ready to go.
I think America and like Mexico have like such a relationship. Like we don't really think of it as another country.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's on North America, but it is.
I saw this argument, man. You talk about people having like pointless ass arguments. I saw an argument on Reddit of people saying that America isn't a country. It's like, you mean North America is a continent? And it's like,
were they European?
I don't remember. I don't know. Like, it's the internet. Like the whole idea.
Oh wait,
like,
it was on Reddit, right? It wasn't a video.
No.
Okay.
Like, but the you know what I'm saying, it's the whole idea of, you know, they were on the internet, so like the anonymity of, I don't have to like, you know, yeah. So it was like,
well, if you ask Europeans, America doesn't have history.
I'm sorry.
That's how Europeans feel in relationship to the youth of our country. We don't know
history?
Europe is so much older than America.
Oh, we don't have history.
Because the country itself is less than 300 years old. When Paris alone is like 1,000 years old.
Boy, I thought I said some stupid shit tonight, and I did. But fuck, like I've never like that's the kind of stuff that I really wish I could I could bring up when people talk
As a
about.
collective, Europeans, most of the world thinks we're dumb.
Yeah, I got in trouble on Facebook for saying that once. I said Americans were stupid, and I got in trouble for it. I left Facebook. I felt like I had to. Like when I got in trouble for calling dude a bitch ass nigga, I told him to stop being a bitch. Like I told him to stop being a bitch because
I thought you being kicked out of that black group for not being black.
Oof, boy, that was wild. That was wild. Like I was secretly a white guy trying to infiltrate. My favorite part about that is, as a black person, like the amount of black people who think that white people give a fuck about them that much. Like y'all are just raggedy motherfuckers on the internet. Don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Like none of you. Like if white people are gonna fuck over a black person, it's Kanye West, it's Will Smith, it's Chris Rock. It's a black person with a lot of money to like tear us down. I don't give a fuck about y'all. You nobody ass motherfuckers. But nah, like dude was a celebrity had died. Like Paul Mooney had passed away. And this dude was like, well, now's a good time to tell everybody who might not know that, oh yeah, he's a pedophile.
Oh, he's a right. Yeah.
And like there was no evidence whatsoever, and it was just like the dude who like the kid who claimed that he had an inappropriate encounter with Paul Mooney, like he said it one time and then like recanted it. But like it's like the whole thing with like when I tell you like I am 33 years old and I have not seen JP Patillo since the tornado. And to this fucking day, I have never forgotten that dude had like
Michael Jackson.
Boy, how did it made me, it didn't even make me mad. It just annoyed me so greatly that he was like, no, he's a fucking pedophile. Like, that's it. Like, it was the, because I don't know if any of y'all know, but there's this, there was or is this, like, district attorney that was in, California. And his whole goal in life was to put Michael Jackson in jail. And, like, to the point that, like when the accusations came out about him being what's it called, like a predator, he was like, yeah, we got him, we finally got him. He said that shit like the day of the accusations.
That's like really actually similar. It's a similar situation to well, it's not like the situation isn't similar, but the thinking behind it is with the LAPD and how they target Chris Brown.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Very much a thing. Like ever since the whole Rihanna situation, they have just at random times showed up at his house and attempted to arrest him, just because of stuff that people in the neighborhood have said. Like that guy gets zero peace.
I'm not a Chris Brown fan, but goddamn.
Yeah.
But
not to mention that whole Billboard Awards thing. Like this year, he was, well, not the Billboard Awards or the AMAs or something. He had been scheduled to perform a Michael Jackson tribute. And the performance and everything had been planned, and they had rehearsed and everything. Day of or day before, they were like, nah, never mind. And they canceled his performance.
That's wild.
And it's like that's one of my issues with being canceled, is that after you're canceled, people give you zero room for change. And the most fun part about cancel culture is like
is that like there's such a it's a tangled web of people who it's hard to like not be it's hard for people to think that if like you're a part of like one thing, like, you know, depending on what it is, depending on something, like let's say you say that you have a certain kind of belief in something, they would immediately assume that you believe in cancel culture. Or like you say you do believe in cancel culture, they might just immediately assume you're racist. Like that's that weird tangled web of people not knowing how to mind their fucking business. It's like why the internet is a problem as a whole. Like the idea of you know what? Next episode is gonna be the last one, at least for this, because it'll be the 10th one for the night. But come on back, because I got some more stuff to say that'll make you mad. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss out on being mad. It's the best part.
Hey, we might be on the same page.
We might be. Find out. But first, you got to get out.